Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now.
It is Sunday evening. We just rolled into San Diego. So come check us out on Wednesday night. Wednesday night road show in San Diego. I just posted for private road members on the private road in the Road to Uncensored area. The 3 clips, part 1, 2, and 3 from the first road show at the Real and Brand in Sonoma. Go check that out. Give you an idea of how much fun we're having. Yeah, it's a blast. It's exhausting the day after. Yesterday's show with Bitcoin Ben was off the hook. Thank everybody for coming to that. Ben is awesome. He cried the whole time, and we raised our glass to freedom, and that's what this thing's all about. Doing a great job. Speaking of freedom, let's talk about our favorite metal, silver. We're approaching the end of the quarter, so the banksters, these criminal assholes, have 2 weeks. 2 weeks to slam the price of silver, because otherwise they're going to have to report some of their losses in silver. Normally they do. I mean, right now, they're doing the exact same thing they always do. They allow silver to run up a little, then they short the shit out of it, and then slam it with gigantic sell orders. The CFTC is in bed with them. Rustam Binham, the asshole who runs the CFTC, is in bed with JP Morgan and friends. HSBC, Bank of America, Citibank. These are criminals that are literally destroying the United States of America. The good news is these criminals are in deep, deep, deep shit right now. Wall Street Journal, JP Morgan leads talks to contain nickel crisis damage. Why is there a crisis in nickel? Why are banks who have the ability to make money out of thin air at 10 to 1, why are they allowed to trade in things like nickel? Banks need to go away. Banks are the problem. Criminal banking is the worst. And JP Morgan, the leader of the criminals, is in deep shit with all their commodity financing. The meltdown bled into the financial system with nickel giant Singhan brokers owed several $1 billion in upfront cash required to make the trades. Some of the biggest banks worked over the weekend to resolve a crisis in the nickel market that leaves them on the hook for billions of dollars owed by a Chinese metal giant. You don't think the Chinese are doing this? Is financial war. Greg Tucker Carlson, by the way, where he talks about, I don't remember Congress approving a war against Russia. We are waging economic warfare on Russia. It is destroying our financial system, as can be seen right here. But doesn't Congress have to approve a declaration of war for us to make maneuvers that are considered war? When we shut off people's financial system, we shut off every Russian's ability to use the SWIFT system. That is war. Joe Biden and these idiots that run our goddamn country have to be taken out, and fast, in my opinion. Anyway, JP Morgan Chase, Standard Chartered, BNP Paribas were among the banks and brokers seeking to reach an agreement with Sunghan Holding Company. People familiar with the discussion said. I'm so sick of hearing that too. CNN says, according to 4 sources that we talked to. It's such bullshit. There's so many lies going on. You don't know the true story. But this is great news that these bankers are going to lose billions of dollars. Trades placed by Chinese steel and nickel producer on the LME contributed to an uncontrollable rise in prices that led to the exchange halting and canceling 8 hours worth of transactions. Pretend you're a trader in nickel and you just made some of the best trades of your life. You doubled your money. You're like, yes, this is great. The banks were losing, so what they do? They shut off the exchange and they backtracked and took away all your winnings. That's when you're playing in their game, you play by their rules. They can take your money. We're in the middle of their game. We are in a bankster game. They can take your money. You have to now have to get your assets in your own possession. Own possession only. There's no time for excuses. It should be obvious. After what went on in Canada, the government seizing bank accounts, you don't think that's going to go on the USA? It's absolutely going to go on. They're going to try to do all kinds of creepy shit. Ultimately, it won't work. I'm just so riled up at these criminal bankers. I went off in the discussion. Wait till I discuss or post the LA show. I had a little moment where I went off. Because they were talking about Nestra and Gestra and all that bullshit. All those lies. Yes, the quantum financial system. Whatever happened to all that crap. Because it was just crap. It's all bullshit. You don't want people in charge of anything. Money should not be controlled by people. That's why gold and silver are so good. That's why cryptos are so good. Because it's a third-party standalone asset. There's no third party. There's no third party. In cryptos, if you hold it in your own possession, you don't have to worry about Coinbase going down or the U.S. government outlawing it. You don't even have to worry about that. They can't outlaw it. If they outlaw... Well, the Biden MOU was like... Whatever he signed was very pro-crypto. Good... I saw a report or a tweet or something about Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, was Clinton's finance minister or whatever they call him. He was in charge of the financing of the Russian collusion hoax. He had to have known about it. They better depose that guy and find out the truth. What Gary Gensler knew and what financing of the Steele dossier did he approve? Did he know about it? If he did, remove him immediately as the head of the SEC. And remember, this is the same guy who was head of the COMEX, or the COMEX trading of JP Morgan while they were doing tens of thousands of illegal trades. And we were screaming about it. And Bart Chilton was listening. And he said, oh my God, we caught JP Morgan, but a political decision was made not to prosecute them. A political decision. Gary Gensler is making political decisions. And Rustam Benham is doing the exact same thing right now. These criminals are destroying our country. Keep an eye on China, by the way. Anyway, the London Metals Exchange. I've always said it's not an exchange. It's an association. But I mean, the whole thing is so just jam-packed with fraud. Idiots and criminals. That's what our banking system is. Idiots and criminals. Anyway, by the way, did anybody hear that China's absolutely ripping itself apart now? They're back on lockdown. COVID 4.0 is wreaking havoc. China on the brink of the biggest COVID-19 crisis since Wuhan. China wants to destroy the economic system. That's what's going on in China. They absolutely want to destroy it. Actually, the good guys and the bad guys want to destroy it. Bad guys want to destroy it to get rid of all their evil deeds, and the good guys want to destroy it because they got to get rid of the bad guys. So they got COVID number 2. The Chinese stocks are crashing everywhere. Number 3, Chinese bonds are crashing. Number 4, Chinese property sector is crashing. Evergrande did not pay back any foreigners, and yet they're not going through any bankruptcy court yet. So basically, all the foreign investors got zero. They are selling assets, but only internally, and keeping the money internal. No foreign investor is getting shit. So they're going to start suing them, and China, again, they don't care. Sue me, go ahead. You lose. You lose. The same thing's going to go on with this the biggest nickel producer in the world. They're going to say, okay, I don't want to play anymore. Just walk away, and they lose billions and trillions of dollars. China's credit is collapsing. Didi crashes. Didi halts plans for an IPO. Chinese regulators aren't yet satisfied with the security of its sensitive users' data. ESG Blues, Norway's $1.3 trillion sovereign wealth fund, the world's biggest, snubs Chinese sportswear stock Lingni due to concerns over ties to Xinjiang. It's a mess. China doubles down yuan, trading banned for ruble. The foreign currency markets are crazy. Yes, Russia is going to be working with China and India. They're already doing it. They don't need they don't need the West. The West is a joke. And this is what we get. This is what we get for allowing these criminals to do what they've done for so long. Foreigners dump Chinese bonds. Chinese don't care. They've got two stock markets, one for internal and one for external. The external is going to go away. They don't care. They're going to put their arms around their country and say, okay, sorry, well, we're going to walk away from your game. And we're just going to work with our 1.3 billion people. And India, by the way, wants to work with us. And Russia wants to work with us. So we'll use all Russia's natural resources. The West is fucked. China easing speculation. Chinese love to gamble. And then they love to walk away from the losses. Keep an eye on that. Anyway, that's where we are on the road to Ruta. I'll be posting this. I'm going to try to do my morning morning Horn of Z's tomorrow. Back in the driver's seat, so to speak. We're in San Diego getting ready for the Wednesday night show. Come out and visit us. Go to roadtoruta.com. Click on Roadshow. And there's some videos there. And we will be at, the name of the place is Mike's Barbecue. It looks really cool, too. Mike's Barbecue. Get your tickets at roadtoruta.com. If you're in the San Diego area, Mike's Barbecue. Andy Scheckman's going to be meeting us in San Diego. I'm really excited about that. And then we go to Phoenix on Saturday. That's with Jenny Moonstone will be in Phoenix with us, along with Litecoin Lisa and Clint Westwood and a few other people. So definitely get your tickets. We're halfway through with 3 shows under the belt. Again, we posted the first show. Second show will be posted shortly. And lots of great stuff on there. Great questions, lots of fun, music, song and dance, the whole deal. All right. Thank you for your support. And we will be talking to you very soon. Keep an eye on the criminals. They got to slam the price down of silver before the end of the month because they're going to have to report it to the OCC, to their shareholders. Bank of America is in a world of hurt. So I don't even know if it's going to last for 2 weeks, truthfully. It's kind of crazy. This is Bix. I'll talk to you guys later.